Hello, I'm Reena Prashad welcomes you to Whips Rhythm's weekly news bulletin. Here, you will listen to weekly summary of all important news from India and around the globe. Let's dive into this week's headlines. Voting will start on Friday after the campaign for assembly elections in Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh ends. Diwali was celebrated nationwide with huge enthusiasm. Records set with 22 lakh lamps lit at the Sarayu River in Ayodhya. PM Modi inaugurated several development projects worth Rs 7,200 crores on the occasion of Jayantiya Gaurav Divas. India filed an appeal against the death sentence given to 8 former Indian Navy officers in Qatar. India's forex reserves nearly hit $600 billion, showing a significant increase from $460 million. India beat New Zealand and secured positions in final. India to face Australia on 19th November. And now the news in detail. The Election Commission's preparation for the upcoming Madhya Pradesh Assembly elections and Chhattisgarh polls have been completed, with the campaign for Madhya Pradesh concluding recently. During the 4 week long campaign, prominent politicians from all parties organized meetings, roadshows, and rallies to win over voters, with Prime Minister Narendra Modi conducting 15 rallies. The Commission's polling crews are set to depart from their booths today, equipped with necessary voting materials. In total, there are 64,000 voting places in Madhya Pradesh, of which 1,600 are located in cities. All eyes are now on the Election Commission, and we look forward to a fair election process.
मेरे परिवारजनों, मध्य प्रदेश के ये चुनाव सिर्फ भाजपा और कांग्रेस के बीच के नहीं है। ये चुनाव मध्य प्रदेश के उज्जवल भविष्य को तय करने वाले चुनाव है।
The festival of Diwali was celebrated with devotion and enthusiasm in many countries of the world, including India. The famous Diwali of Amritsar was also celebrated with full religious devotion and brotherhood. Ramnagari from Ayodhya broke its own record for the seventh time. A new world record was created with the lighting of 22.23 lakh lamps on the Ram Ki Pauri. The Guinness Book team announced this global achievement after the calculations using drones. Along with the governor and the chief minister, ambassadors of 52 countries became participants in this unforgettable moment. On the occasion of the third Jayanti Gaurav Divas, Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated the Pradhan Mantri Particularly Vulnerable Tribal Groups Development Mission. This noteworthy initiative, valued at 24 crore, aims to benefit 75 PVTGS residing in 220 districts across 18 states and union territories. It will also have a far reaching impact on a population of nearly 28 lakhs in 22,500 villages. The launch ceremony took place in Khunti, Jharkhand on the 23rd Foundation Day of Jharkhand and the 148th birth anniversary of Bhagwan Birsa Munda, a revered tribal leader. The Prime Minister paid homage to this great leader at the Bhagwan Birsa Munda Memorial Museum in Ranchi. Additionally, he visited Uhatu village, the birthplace of Bhagwan Birsa Munda, and flagged off the Viskat Bharat Sankalp Yatra, an initiative to promote various government welfare programs.
Pradhan Mantri Narendra Modi on Wednesday launched the Rs 24,000 crore Pradhan Mantri Particularly Vulnerable Tribal Groups Development Mission for around 28 lakh PVTGs on the occasion of Birsa Munda's anniversary and 3rd Janjatiya Gaurav Divas. The mission aims for the holistic development of PVTGs, under which basic facilities will be provided such as road and telecom connectivity, electricity, safe housing and others that are mostly remote, scattered and inaccessible. From Jharkhand, Tanishi, Whips Rhythm.
The Indian government has taken legal action against the death sentence awarded to 8 former Indian Navy officers by a court in Qatar. In addition, the government is engaged in diplomatic discussions with Qatar to address this issue. Arindam Bakshi, spokesperson for the Foreign Ministry has stated that he is in contact with Qatari officers regarding this matter.
The judgment is confidential and has only been shared with the legal team. They are now pursuing further legal steps, and I think an appeal has already been filed. We will also remain engaged with the Qatari authorities in this matter.
Qatar has published some reports accusing 8 Indians of spying for Israel. However, the family members of these officers have completely rejected these allegations. Meanwhile, the Reserve Bank of India has reported a significant increase in India's forex reserves with a rise of $4.672 billion to reach 59 shit first I'll read again. Meanwhile, the Reserve Bank of India has reported a significant increase in India's forex reserves with a rise of $4.672 billion to reach $590.783 billion as of November 3. Meanwhile, the Reserve Bank of India has reported a significant increase in India's forex reserves with a rise of $4.672 billion to reach $590.783 billion as of November 3. This surge, marking a 7 week high, is attributed to a $4.392 billion increase in foreign currency assets. Additionally, the value of gold holding saw a rise of $200 million, reaching $46.123 billion, while special drawing rights increased by $64 million to $17.975 billion, and the reserve position with the IMF rose by $16 million to $4.789 billion. Now, shifting focus to cricket ICC updates. In the first semi finals of the ICC Cricket Men's World Cup, now shifting focus to cricket ICC updates. In the first semi finals of the ICC Cricket Men's World Cup, India beat New Zealand by 70 runs yesterday night at Mumbai's Wankhede Stadium. In 48.5 overs, New Zealand was all out for 327 after chasing a massive target of 398 runs. Mohammad Shami took 7 wickets for India. Dal Mishal led New Zealand in scoring with 134 runs, while skipper Kane Williamson came in the second with 69. India has earlier chosen to bat after winning toss. In the allotted 50 overs, India scored 397 runs for 4. Virat Kohli made a history at the Wankhede Stadium by becoming the first player to reach 50 ODI 100. Australia and South Africa will face off in today's second semi-finals at Eden Gardens in Kolkata. And with that, we end this weekly news bulletin. Stay tuned to Whips Rhythm. Thanks for joining us.